Hey there, I'm Michelle.
I'm Jim, and we are
A Teague of Your Own. Welcome to another Motivational Monday.
Let's get motivated.
Woohoo! Yay! Independence Day is tomorrow.
Yes, it
Woo!
is. You are correct.
Happy birthday, United States of America. Awesome day.
Today?
Every day's an awesome
Well,
day.
that's true, but
Yeah.
weather-wise, it's not. It's raining out there.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Don't let him fool you. He's actually, he should be very thankful that, it is raining, because that means he doesn't go out and do a whole bunch of yard work.
No, I did a bunch yesterday.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. All right. Good to be back home. We were on vacation, had a fabulous time. And my one piece of advice is, if you are going to Busch Gardens, get the meal plan.
Right, the all-day meal deal. Yes.
Yep. Pays for itself.
One meal paid for itself.
Literally.
And by the time we got to meal number 3 or 4, well.
Yeah, you're just making money. All right, we are finishing up Jeff Henderson's 4 book. We've talked about being for the customer.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about being for the team. We've talked about being for the community. Today we're in the last section, which is section 4, and that's being for you. You, the person.
Yes.
Yes, before you, the person. And Jeff starts off this particular section. He talks about a conversation he had with the president of Chick-fil-A. And he had asked him, how do you define success? And he's just like, no. That's not the question you want to ask.
Right. What is the question?
The question that you want to ask is, will you move closer to your potential? Because that's really what it's all about. Success is measuring yourself against somebody else, whereas potential and excellence is measuring how you stack up to yourself.
Right.
And that's what it's all about. We shouldn't be comparing ourselves to others. We need to compare ourselves to ourselves.
Right. Main person you're competing against in this world is yourself.
Exactly. So the big question is, will you move closer to your potential, which means you have to have a good understanding of what your potential is. And he then goes into the rest of this section. He talks about being inspired, what inspires you to want to be more and to do more, what inspires you to seek that potential.
Mm-hmm.
And how you can do that. He also talks about the 2 questions, and we had heard these 2 questions before. Previously, though, the questions related to an organization. This time, they actually relate to you personally. And the questions are, what do you want to be known for?
Mm-hmm.
And what are you known for?
Yeah.
And part of life is figuring out, what do you want to be known for?
Mm-hmm.
That's truly what a lot of people go through life, is trying to figure out, what do I want to be known for?
Right.
The problem is, once you figure that out, there's going to be, just like with organizations, there will be a gap between what you want to be known for and what you're actually known for. And then you spend the rest of your time decreasing that gap.
Right.
So when it comes to you, what do you want to be known for? And he gives the example of Truett Cathy, the founder of Chick-fil-A, and Truett wanted to be known for having respect and living by his principles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If any of you have ever tried to go to a Chick-fil-A on Sunday, you'll know that it's not open.
It's closed.
It's closed.
Yep.
And in the beginning, it made perfect sense, because Truett Cathy was running all those restaurants, and the reality is He was tired.
Yeah.
He needed a day of rest.
Day off.
And so he took Sundays off. Once he started to expand and he was going into malls, because in the beginning, that's all. That's how he expanded, was he went into all these different malls. And when he would sign the lease, he would tell them, I'm not going to be open on Sundays. And at first they were just like, what do you mean you're not going to be open on Sundays? So we get more people and customers in here on Sundays than you can shake a stick at. He's like, no, not doing it. That's because that's what he was for. He was for that day of rest. And there were a lot of people who thought, well, as the company grows and as the name starts to get out there, surely they will open up on a Sunday, because you couldn't, pass up all the revenue from that extra day.
Nope.
And the reality is Chick-fil-A makes more money in their 6 days than other restaurants do in 7. That's the reality. And it's all because of what they're for.
Right.
It's all, and that goes back to what Truett Cathy was for, and what he wanted to be known for. And he stuck to his beliefs, and that's what you...
And they reached a point where, their biggest competitor, Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, they, in 6 days each week, they easily surpassed, and surpassed on a per restaurant basis. And at one point they were making more money with fewer restaurants than KFC was making, and they were only open 6 days a week, and KFC was open 7.
Yeah.
So
it's amazing. So Jeff then gives you 7 ways to improve you. The first one is your life moves at to a better place when you move at a sustainable pace, meaning you need to get some rest.
Yeah.
We were on vacation last week, got a little bit of rest and relaxation, got to recharge the batteries. Then you came back and did a whole bunch of yard work.
Right, and drained the battery.
Now you're tired.
Now I'm tired. Quickly drain the battery right back out.
And he even says in here, 1 extra hour of sleep will increase your productivity immensely.
Yeah.
Just getting that extra rest. The second point that he makes is you have to think more. Thinking more is the key to more. Most people don't spend time thinking.
No, they just do.
Dr. Albert Schweitzer, who was a Nobel Prize winner, he said, when he was asked what's wrong with most people, he said people simply don't think.
Yeah.
They don't spend enough time actually thinking. And so Jeff came up with a challenge. It was the Think 30 challenge, where he had to spend 30 minutes a day actually thinking. And it increased his productivity. It increased his efficiency and his effectiveness immensely, just by spending 30 minutes a day thinking. Third on the list is a great day begins the night before. Ooh.
That's true.
If you've ever played the leadership game with us, and many people have.
Yes.
One of the questions that comes up is, how do you prioritize what's important to you? And that right there is one of the ways to do it. You need to plan out your next day the night before. That will help you to prioritize what's going to be important. You'll know as soon as you wake up, this is what I need to get to first, and off you go.
Yep.
So
if you don't do it then, do it first thing in the morning.
Oh my goodness, yes. Number 4 is find a mentor.
Yeah.
Find somebody who's been there, done that, and can help you through the obstacles. They can, like John Maxwell tells us, they know the way, go the way, and show the way.
Yeah.
Number 5 is ask big. If you don't ASK,
you don't GET.
Exactly.
You hate that phrase.
No, I use that phrase.
Do it. What?
If you remember correctly,
you hassled me about that for years.
We were at a concert at Seven Springs, And when Seven Springs used to have concerts, they would actually have them at their snow tubing
Right.
section.
I remember.
And to get there, you had to walk uphill.
Mm-hmm.
And there were, all these employees who were going back and forth on golf carts.
Right.
And Jim and I had the kids at a Huey Lewis concert.
Huey Lewis and the News. That is correct.
Concert.
We were there.
And we were at the bottom of the parking lot. And there was this guy who was going in the same direction as me in a golf cart. And I looked at him and said, "Can I catch a ride?" He's like, "Yeah, sure. Come on." Jumped in the golf cart, went up. IASK. And in fact, when I got off and I'm standing up there waiting for you guys, you're just like, "How'd you do that?" And I said, "If you don't ASK, you don't GET." Ask big. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Number 6 is to find your voice. This is important.
Mm-hmm.
And why do you think it's important to find your voice?
Because then you'll be able to figure out the genuine you, mm-hmm. and being able to deliver whatever it is you're doing and communicating with people. Because there's a lot of people out there, they don't find their voice. Mm-hmm. So they never excel. They never, it goes back to something I hear all the time, that a closed mouth doesn't get fed. Well, that also means you need to find your voice in order mm-hmm. to make sure that you've got something to say that people want to hear when you do open your mouth.
Yeah. And if you need help developing that voice, if you need help developing your communication skills, your public speaking skills, we've got an organization for you. Mm-hmm. Go to Toastmasters. Our Greensburg Club would be more than happy to have you as a member. We meet in person and virtually. So mm-hmm. if you're interested in developing your public speaking skills, let us know. We'll put you in contact with the right people.
And if you don't want to do it with a group, call us and we'll help you do that.
That's true. Yeah. Number 7 is be humble or be humbled. Ooh.
What's the phrase? Pride goes before the fall.
Pride goes
That's
before
exactly
the fall.
What happens.
And believe me, that is something that people learn over and over and over again.
And some of them the hard way.
Yep. John Woodall had the quote, "God resists the proud, and so do we." Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because it's one thing to be proud of your organization and your team and to let people know the good things that they're doing. It's another thing, though, to take pride to the next level and just put it in everybody's face.
Then it's all about you.
Yeah, no, that's not what you really want to do. All right, so he then has the bonus question in here. And the bonus question at the very end of his book is, what are you waiting for? And that's an excellent question to ask. You've got the knowledge. You know how to do what it is that you need to do. So what are you waiting for?
Get to it.
Exactly. You can have all the greatest plans in the world. You can have the right, goals. You can have everything in place until you take action. Nothing's going to happen. So what are you waiting for? You need to get out there and start. And all you got to do is get started. Everything else will fall into place for you.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
No, sorry. All right. So if they do need help, though, putting together that plan, if they do need help figuring out, what direction to go, how to set those goals, things like that, who could they contact?
Who could they contact? Us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. And how could they contact us?
Oh, there's a lot of ways
there are a lot of ways they could contact us.
They could contact us through Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram.
Yeah.
We've also got a YouTube channel.
Yes.
You can go on there. Subscribe, please.
Yes.
And you can watch some of our videos.
Yeah.
And some are really good. Some of the old ones.
Well, the thing about YouTube is that didn't get started until about a year and a half ago. So to see the original lives that we did, you can only see those on Facebook.
Yeah.
And that means you have to go
way back.
Way back.
Yeah. And then website?
Yep.
And that is?
ateagueofyourown.com.
Email?
info@ateagueofyourown.com.
Ooh, that's good and consistent.
That is.
Phone number?
412-420-7975.
Carrier pigeon?
Not encrypted, as the commercial tells us. No. We don't have a landing pad for the pigeons.
Bicycle courier?
They could show up.
Yeah, I don't think we have any of those in our neck of the woods.
No.
It's a little too far.
We live out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. You don't want to.
It's not totally out in the middle of nowhere, but it's
not as far out as we used to live.
Hmm?
We used to have cows as neighbors.
That's true. Yes, we did.
Now the cows are a little bit further away.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah, I've had all kinds of livestock as neighbors in my lifetime. So
yes. So reach out to us. Let us know how we can help you, and what you can do to be, for you. If you haven't picked up the book yet, by the way, please do so. Jeff Henderson's 4. We've been talking about it for the past few weeks. Great book. Great way to help you grow not only yourself, but your organization too. All right. Next week, we're going to move on to something different.
Okay. And now for something completely different.
Yes. And we'll figure that out once we get there.
Yes. And people who know will know what.
Exactly.
Why what I just said is funny.
It's hysterical.
Yeah. You can see we're just falling down laughing.
Yeah.
All right.
We will see you next week, everyone. Have a great week and
Bye.
Happy Independence Day.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.